I wasn't sure I wanted to review this because it just looked so stupid. On the other hand, the cast looked great. I like all of the main characters. We got Jeremy Renner, Ed Helms, John Hamm, Jake Johnson, Hannibal Buress. So how bad could it be? Well, it's not terrible, but it is stupid. It's a really dumb movie. I mean, the premise itself is just ridiculous. And I know it's based on some article written about real people, but still, it's dumb. It's about a bunch of middle-aged men that have been playing the same game of tag for 25 years. And that's basically it. That's the movie. A bunch of guys playing tag. And of course it gets out of hand, because tapping each other on the shoulder wouldn't exactly make for a good movie. Oh, and by the way, the real people look nothing like the cast. Not even remotely. The acting's fine. I've seen them all do better. Except maybe Hannibal, who pretty much always plays himself. I like the soundtrack. We got some Tribe Called Quest, some Beastie Boys, some KRS-One, good stuff. And I really like how they did some of the scenes, especially the first one with Jeremy Renner. It reminded me a little of those Guy Ritchie Sherlock movies. The action slows down and he's essentially doing a play-by-play narration of what he's thinking. I thought that was pretty good, but they didn't really do much with it. It was just a fun gimmick, I guess. The movie looks fine. I wouldn't say good. It's a very clean look, almost clinical, lacks any sort of character. It's well shot for the most part. The writing is okay. The humor basically ranges from cringeworthy to mildly amusing and occasionally funny, staying mostly in the middle. Oh, and there's 4 female characters too. One of which is the reporter, who's basically just there so they can do some exposition, explain what's going on. Rashida Jones is just there to stir up some romance for no real discernible reason. Leslie Bibb is the bride. She actually affects the plot a bit. And Isla Fisher is sort of just there, going crazy from time to time, because she's quote-unquote intense. None of them have much character, including the guys. They're really bare-bones stereotypes. We got the businessman, the average guy, the weed-smoking loser. By the way, why is all the weed smoke in this CGI? It looks like garbage. Anyway, then we got Hannibal's character, who's the... I don't know actually. Does he even have a character? I don't think he does. And that's basically the issue with this movie. Everything is just so paper thin. There's nothing beneath the surface. Oh, they tried to shove something in at the end, but it just felt forced. At the end of the day, it's a dumb movie about tag. That's what I expected and that's what I got. I hoped it would be funnier, but as a whole, I'd call it amusing at best. There's one gag in there I thought was actually pretty poorly handled. Most comedy writers would probably stay away from that topic because it's pretty difficult to make funny. And the thing is, they didn't really even try to make it funny. It wasn't a joke, it was a plot device. They sort of tried to turn it funny afterwards, with, I'd say, limited success. Now, you can joke about anything. I'm not gonna be offended. And I realize sometimes jokes don't work. But nothing's off the table for me as far as comedy goes. But the way they handled the whole situation was just so awkward. In their defense though, I think that was sort of the point. They went too far and they knew it. But still, they could have probably done something else. But instead we got this bummer of a sequence. So the movie as a whole, would I recommend it? As long as you go in expecting a dumb movie with some dumb jokes, I guess it's fine. But generally, not really. So probably skip this one. Or don't. I'm not your dad.